Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-943-1356. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Donate your vehicle and you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-943-1356. That's 1-800-943-1356.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Inspirit Communications Talk Radio, where your voice is heard. I'm your host, Danella Martin Braddock. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on your corner of the globe. This is Danella Martin Braddock, and welcome to Inspirit Talk Radio. We've got our panel with us, of course, but before we introduce the cast of characters, let me just jump into the topic really quickly. We're talking about the term strong black woman. Sure to be very controversial. Sure to have, a lot of opinions on this term, as it has, in my opinion, made a transition in its meaning throughout the years and the decades. But anyway, I just want to verify that the team is on board. Hello, Ola.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
All right, great. So we've got Tawana Barnes, law student, and glamour girl extraordinaire, Brother Mike from Brooklyn. Holla back, Brother Mike. Yes. Where is he? Hello. Okay, maybe we don't have Brother Mike. Just a second. Let's get Brother Mike. Brother Mike, hello. Okay, we will get him, and we've got Pastor Arthur Arthur Barnes. Hi, Arthur. What's up?
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing?
I'm just going to have to shorten it right now. I am tongue-tied, and I think it's because I'm trying to be all official, and we're just going to call you Pastor Arthur, okay? Look, I just may say Art, okay? So, great. And we've got some other, I think we got Brother Mike coming to get in. But let's just jump into this topic, talking about the strong black woman. Now, in the past, the term strong black woman, it was, most obviously a tribute to our ancestors, our great-grandmothers, our grandmothers, our mothers. They prevailed through slavery and racism. Not only did they prevail, but they went on, to give birth to the generations that would basically knock down the walls of hatred and restriction. And so they definitely had the right to be called strong black women, because when we thought about them and thought about their trials and what their lives were like, it had to be very hard to imagine, not only experiencing such challenges, but thriving in the face of them, which is what they did. And so, that was a strong black woman. Nowadays, in my opinion, it seems to be kind of different. For our generation particularly, which has just been so blessed by the courage, and the sacrifices of the people before us who made it possible for us to, experience such things as a black president in our lifetime. For us, the term strong black woman has come to mean something a bit different. We're talking about a strong, fierce independence, an aggressiveness, spitfire wit. Okay, you can't win an argument with a black woman. Okay, and the refusal to just back down, or I'm not going to be disrespected. That has pretty much become the hallmark of this generation of strong black women who, arguably, find themselves the most disrespected of all groups, in contemporary society today. Let's face it, we're dealing with a lot. First of all, we've got the highest incidence, reported of being victims of sexual and physical abuse. A lot of us are raising our children alone. And I'm not talking about, being a single parent, but you have another parent who's also helping to raise your child. No, I'm talking about raising them alone where we're mother and father. We're visiting our sons in prison. We're taking responsibility of our children's children. I mean, how many of you know black women who are raising their grandchildren today? As black women, we didn't have to fight for women's rights like white women. We didn't have to burn our bras for the right to work outside of the home. We've been working since we got here, okay? Since we got off the boat, we've been working. And we did not have to fight for the right to work. So, it's been a unique experience being a black woman in this country. And before I go on, I just want to say that there may be some people out there who may feel that I'm deliberately portraying a negative view of black womanhood. And what I really have to say, if you kind of feel that I'm being extremely negative, then you're probably listening to the wrong show, because I just feel compelled, my spirit compels me to speak for people, who are in pain. It compels me to speak for people and be a voice for experiences we may not have necessarily heard. And I don't think when it comes to pain that we hear too much of it, that there's too much talk about it. Because there's always some lonely little spirit that's waiting, to not only be acknowledged, but, speak in their own defense. So, I kind of like talking about these things. And, I don't feel it's negative at all. As a matter of fact, I feel it's really positive. And you don't have to have experienced, the travails and the tribulations I'm talking about. You don't have to have experienced those in your own life. A lot of us, just being the children of black women, we've inherited this psychic burden from our, it's our legacy. It's a part of our legacy, that strife, that pain. We inherit it whether we experience it or not. So I think this is extremely, relevant. But anyway, getting back to, strong black womanhood, I just want to bring up a quote from Bell Hooks, acclaimed writer. She wrote, "It is not that black women have not and are not strong. It is simply that this is only a part of our story, a dimension, just as the suffering is another dimension, one that has been unnoticed and unattended to." Basically, that when we talk about being a strong black woman, we're like, yeah, strong, this and that, blah, 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 able to lift heavy loads, leap over buildings in a single bound. But we don't talk about the pain too much. We don't talk about, the other side of the coin. And what we have now with black womanhood, with the strong black woman, what does that mean today? Do we have the right to take this title that our foremothers have, willingly have earned? We don't have it as hard as they do anymore. As a matter of fact, it seems to me a lot of our struggles are struggles that we've kind of invited, whether unwittingly or not, into our lives ourselves. And what is today's strong black woman, that image of, I'm not going to be disrespected, I'm going to, is that really today's strong black woman? And is that servicing us? Is that something that we need to continue to claim? Anyway, I'm going to stop right now. Yay! And we're going to try to get the panel going on. Pardon me, everyone. I am trying to negotiate a little mini studio at the same time that I'm talking. And unlike most women, it's not a black thing, I'm not a great multitasker. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get to Tawana Barnes. What say you?
Hey, guys. Hey. How y'all doing?
Hey.
Pretty much, it's a great topic. I think a lot of what you were saying, Ella, was right on target. It was right on target. I mean, I just think of so many ways to kind of look at the title of strong black woman, whether, the meaning of what our ancestors had or what it means today, and kind of like what we want it to mean at the same time, and redefining the term strong black woman. So I think there's a lot of ways to kind of look at it, a lot of different angles.
Okay. I like that phrase, redefining the term strong black woman, and I definitely will get into that. Arthur?
Well, I think